Okay, my name is Richard Ho. We're at the National Institutes of Health in Bethesda, Maryland. We're specifically in the urologic oncology branch right now. I'm trying to eradicate prostate cancer. So I have to say my journey into medicine wasn't straightforward. I'm from New York. I'm from Long Island, which is a more suburban area. My mother and father never went to college. They immigrated here at around the age of 20. When I was born, at that time, no one in my family, no sisters, aunts, uncles, ever went to college. So I didn't have direction. Direction is very important. But what really helped was, my brother was the first one in our family to go to college. I was like, listen, I really like math. I really like science. And I'm not really sure what I should do with my life. He's like, well, why don't you try pharmacy? It seems like a smart decision. So I tried it out. I went there, I went to college. I realized, pharmacy is really cool. I really do like the chemistry. I like the biology of it. But when I was doing it, I realized, I don't really get the interactions with other people that I wanted. And previously, I didn't even know that was an aspect of my life that was unfulfilled. And so I decided to switch majors, and I switched into biochemistry actually first. And that's when I actually started to do research. So I did basic lab research. I did that for about 3 years in college. After I graduated from Northeastern University, I took a year off and I worked in a lab at MIT for a whole year, researching just another cancer-related research project. So there's different ways to battle prostate cancer and different kinds of research you can choose. You can choose clinical research, which is a more molecular, so you treat cells and it's very small. And use that information to better characterize how the disease progresses and how they react to treatments. So how can we use this information? We use information to create massive pools of data in which we can use statistical analysis to draw out conclusions. For example, screening. Screening is a very important aspect of prostate cancer, of any cancer really, of catching it early and not over-diagnosing patients. What we can do is help to modify screening procedures. So for example, they use something called a PSA. PSA is non-invasive. You can get it from your blood, and usually it's increased when you have prostate cancer. But the question is, at what level do you say the patient has prostate cancer? So that's the kind of work that we look at. We look at massive sheets of data of people and see at what levels can we safely say that will benefit the patient most, that we can say this is when we should think that it's prostate cancer. A lot of the influences in my life have been my family. So my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer. And I'd have to say it affected my life because there's very little support systems in my life. So what I had to do was actually, make some sacrifices and go back and do things that I have to say like most 20-year-olds don't have to go through. But I think going through that experience also matured me and made me realize the kind of person that I want to be. Because I met a lot of doctors and I met a lot of caretakers, nurses, you name it. And I'd have to say that really motivated me to do something bigger with my life. I mean, you have one life and it's really, really fulfilling. I mean, every aspect of it. Whether you go into research, you're helping to create a foundation for other work to be done so that ultimately people can live a life that's better, can live longer, can live without the inhibitions that a disease created. Prostate cancer is still the leading cause of non-cutaneous male cancers and the number 3 cause of overall cancers incidence. I think it's a cancer worth battling simply because of the number of people that it affects. And I'm lucky, I have to say, because you really get to play a role in a person's life and make it better.